Alright, this is Bob from Virginia Cage Fighting Championships. I'm going to be taking a look at a fight from Danville Destruction 2 between Worley here from Halifax, Virginia, and Jeremy Clyburn. As you see here, he was from Lynchburg, Virginia. Now he's fighting out of Winchester. He was with Team Ram. Referee Mike Troxel getting ready to start the action here. And, this was definitely two debut fighters, and Worley was an independent guy at the time, fighting out of Halifax, mixing it up pretty well. Nice right hand that kind of staggers him, staggers Jeremy, and then nice low kick that trips Worley. Worley sort of winging some punches, nice little kick there. And Jeremy's keeping his range, and then you got a little dirty boxing here, nice clinch. Jeremy's pushing Will up against the cage, looking for a takedown here. He's probably going to go for the single leg. You see Worley is attacking the throat, defending this takedown pretty well at the moment, looking to stay on his feet and inflict some damage as this fight goes on. Jeremy Clyburn is definitely trying to sink that single leg, and trying to scoop him up and get him on the ground. Nice defense here from Worley, looking to keep it on his feet. Right here, you see, should be pummeling in, getting that right. There you go, right there. He gets that hand underneath the throat, still attacking the throat, not really trying to pummel in and get the double underhooks, but attacking with a guillotine choke right here. Trying to trip him down, and this is where Jeremy gets a good shot at, tripping Will. And here you see, still going for now a double leg. Really needs to wrap his hands in a lot tighter and pull those legs together, but Will is doing a good job against the fence of not getting taken down. Looking up here, still trying to defend, kind of a stalemate. The guillotine is definitely keeping Jeremy Clyburn from, basically taking Will down, and it's a little bit of a stalemate in this position. And right now, instead of going for the throat, Will should probably be trying to fight for a double underhook and get the clinch and get it back standing and move it to the center of the cage where he's not pushed up against the cage so bad. A couple of knees to the thighs there, a couple of shots to the ribs from Worley, and you see, referee Mike Troxel looking on, and you wonder if he's going to stop the action or if he's going to let it continue here. Both fighters do seem to be working. Right now, Will's pushing down on the head, trying to control the head and get back in that guillotine position, which he gets right here. Jeremy's good at defending this guillotine. Doesn't seem to be any real danger. Right now, it gets him in kind of a weird crucifix position. He keeps trying to hook that leg and throw him down, but it doesn't work out too well. And there you see the end. Looks like the end of the first round. Three-minute rounds here. So the end of the first round, and a pretty much a good first round for both fighters. Kind of hard to score. Looked like Jeremy was the the aggressor there, pushing him against the cage, while Will was very good at defending and keeping Jeremy away from it. Here you see the trainers at Team Ram. You got Jamie Ridgway, Caleb McAllister there, kind of giving him some good words of advice, looking at that single leg takedown. Zach Frazier is in the corner here of Worley. You can tell, two debut fighters, probably a lot of nerves going into the fight. A lot of people probably look at this and go, well, they both look very good out there, and they did. But, your nerves get to you. It's easy to gas out very quickly when it's your very first fight. So here we go for round number 2. And you see here, Jeremy Clyburn is looking pretty good. We're going to touch gloves again and go right back to it. There you see a nice kick and a good combination from Worley to start off here. Worley's kind of chasing him down, looking for the knockout, and takes Jeremy down. And here you see him working some good ground and pound from the side. Unfortunately, you see me sitting over there right in the corner. But there you have some good ground and pound. Once again, it winds up back into this position where Will is sort of looking for a guillotine, and he is, kind of pushed up against the fence. Jeremy Clyburn is definitely looking for a takedown here. This is where if you listen to your corners, you got a much better chance of pulling off the double leg or the single leg and getting this where you want it or where Jeremy wants it on the ground. Working that single leg again, pushing him up against the fence. For people who don't know, this position is extremely tiring. Fighting it off, working to get this takedown is probably taking a lot out of both fighters at this time. So yeah, you got to be really well conditioned to get this fight on the ground and get it to where you want to be. Here's where Will is making a mistake, and Jeremy is going to his back and winds up here on the top of him in the mount position. So a very good position for Jeremy Clyburn here. Worley's on his back, looking to escape from the mount, and you kind of see a very good low mount, working some ground and pound here. Of course, Mike Troxel is in the worst position for the video camera, but that happens from time to time. Pushing down on the head, looking to rain down some blows. And there you see a reversal from Will Worley, which puts Jeremy in the guard and Will on top. So Will is here on top, and Jeremy is working here from the bottom. And you see trying to pass that guard, and then he gets his back taken. Very slick jiu-jitsu move there by Jeremy Clyburn. Winds up on the back of Will Worley. Will Worley is working back into, at least, almost back into the guard here, but still sort of has him in the side, sort of a weird side position, not really having his back, but pretty good scramble from both guys. Worley winding up here on his back and fighting off a choke here from Jeremy. Worley winds back up in the guard and is raining down some punches here. And, this is the position where, Worley's at his best, at least in this fight. And there you see the end of round two. A very, very close round with, it seemed like to me, Will was winning the stand-up battle, but on the ground it looked like Jeremy Clyburn definitely was winning the groundwork. Very close round. I wouldn't want to be a judge. There's the lovely Amanda Wiles carrying the card here, representing Perfect Body Fitness. And, you just think it could be even as far as the fight goes. It just depends on how it was scored and, exactly who you got winning the fight so far. There you see Zach Frazier once again, talking to his fighter, trying to get him to breathe and calm down. And, very, very tough fight so far. And here you got Caleb once again talking to his fighter, telling him, let's finish this round strong. Both fighters need this round. At least they might probably think they do. They both definitely want to win this round. This is probably the decisive round that you have here in a very close fight. So they touch gloves. Worley comes back out, and there you see Clyburn with a nice low kick. Working some moving around, swinging a wild haymaker right hand there. Worley definitely has trained a lot more since this fight. If you watch him from here on out, you see he trains with Ken Armstrong down in Clarksville and has a lot more technique to him, a lot, training Muay Thai and things of that nature. Once again, Clyburn moves into this position where he's looking for a single leg, double leg, takedown. Worley is fighting on the throat here. Now, the thing about this, going for this guillotine right here, you know, I don't think Jeremy's in a lot of trouble. He probably should be pummeling in, trying to get underhooks and fight off this takedown. But instead, he's really going for this guillotine. And, you know, for the most part, he's doing a good job of keeping it standing. Here you see Jeremy throwing a few knees to the thighs of Worley. This was a tough fight, you know, just a grinders type fight. Will Worley really is one of those guys who can grind it out. Obviously, Jeremy can as well. But, you know, when you watch a grinding fight like this, you got to realize it's very grueling and tiresome. Clyburn still working for the takedown. And here, Worley's doing good at, you know, pushing the head down. And there you see a few elbows. And, you know, working here to get into a good position for, you know, the head and neck area, and trying to get, you know, really probably should be going for that double underhook, putting a lot of pressure, bringing him back up, but doing a good job of not getting taken down. And Clyburn keeps with the knees. One thing the judges might look at here is Clyburn's going for a takedown. Worley is defending, and, you know, I guess it just depends on how you feel about it, what you think is more important. But right now, you know, still a very close round between these two guys. Once again, grinding it out and focusing on really just working the takedown and defending the takedown. Mike Troxell imploring him to, you know, get to work. Here you see Jeremy Clyburn gets the takedown. This is probably what won him the fight right here. Hate to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but yes, you know, if he wins this fight, it's definitely because of that takedown. And here you see him popping out of that guillotine, winding up in the guard of Will Worley. Worley is, you know, trying to scramble out of it, and then the round ends. A very, very close fight. A good fight between two debuts at the time who have moved on to bigger and better things. You know, Will Worley is a three-time VCC champion in 3 different weight classes. He's a 4-time champion in 3 different weight classes. He was the middleweight champion, welterweight champion, and lightweight champion. And, you know, he's pretty much a buzzsaw, unstoppable after this fight. You know, this fight could have gone either way. Very close. I wouldn't want to be a judge here. And, you know, you see definitely took him a while to come up and tally the scores, but referee Mike Troxell waiting. There you see Jamie and Caleb once again calling the fighters into the center. And, you know, definitely a tough round them out fight, very close. When you see the winner, you just got to go, well, the other guy really wasn't a loser because it was such a good fight, so close. And, you know, 2 of the toughest guys that ever fought in the VCC right here. Jeremy is actually looking to fight in the Cage Rage April 22nd show for a title, for the middleweight title. So we might see him again in the cage real soon. Of course, Will Worley has fought various times in our show. But like I said, definitely no loser in a fight like this. A very close fight, a very good fight. Could have went either way. We're still waiting for the judges to tally the scores. And, you know, Mike Troxell raises both hands because of, you know, how great the fight was, how awesome the fight was. And, you know, basically gives them both props. So here you have the winner by split decision, Jeremy Clyburn. You know, be on the lookout for him to come back. He's with a team out in Winchester now, and he's, you know, definitely been training hard. Probably looking to fight for a title on April the 22nd. We're still working on his opponent, but you definitely don't want to miss this guy coming back to Lynchburg to fight for a title. April the 22nd in Cage Rage, Phase 2, Lynchburg, Virginia. It's going to be a great night of fights. Going to have about 5, 6 titles on the line, so it's going to be a good time. And once again, your winner, Jeremy Clyburn. Split decision. Bout was scheduled for 3 rounds.